Hamza Abdi Barre has been unanimously endorsed by Somalia's parliament as the new Prime Minister. He'll join an administration expected to face a raft of challenges, including a food crisis and a militant insurgency.
Hamza Abdi Barre says he will form a quality government that will focus on creating inclusive political stability. Hailing from the semi-autonomous Jubaland, Barre was chosen by President Hassan Mohamud earlier this month. Mohamud says his administration has developed policies aimed at improving security, strengthening the economy, and delivering basic services to citizens. Many hope President Mohamud's term will see an end to political turmoil that marred that of his predecessor. Hamza Abdi Barre was sworn in following the unanimous endorsement. President Mohamud was absent from proceedings after receiving positive COVID test results.
Well, for some analysis, we're now joined by Professor Mamo Muchi, who's a Pan-African scholar at the Tswana University of Technology. Prof, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Good to talk to you. So, Somalia had its presidential election. They've got a president. And now a prime minister has been voted for, unanimously it appears. What does this all point to? Are these good, positive signs?
I think they are good and positive signs. But what we should understand is, let's just look back. Somalia, since 1991, did not have a stability. And really, it has been in a situation where the colonial legacy, the clan conflict, the terrorism by the Al-Shabaab and Al-Qaeda related elements, Islamists, and then also droughts and in the area that has been affecting a lot of people, really, and the population. The poverty is very high. Over 70% of the people of Somalia, they say it's $1.90 a month. I mean, it's incredible what you hear. And now we have also the COVID-19. So if we have all these challenges that Somalia used to have, and this has created both the political, economic, social, all right, contradictions, and instability has been very high. Will this new arrangement that by the new prime minister, who is going to form a new government, and the president he was elected before, and then when he was elected, he was more a technocrat. So, and then he really did not really manage all these conflicts in a systematic way. And there was also challenges that people were saying that corruption was also included in the period when he was running it. Now, the interesting question now is, given all these challenges Somalia used to have, will this new, will they learn, or both of them, for the president and the new prime minister, and try to address all the challenges? This is critical. The other critical point is we also have now the Al-Shabaab is not there, has not yet gone. It's still affecting the country. I mean, I heard recently even there was an attack to the army and some 3 or 4 people were killed. I heard this. And what you're saying is there is also the U.S. Afro Command, AFRICOM. There's also the Africa Union, AMISOM. And then you have also the Somali Federal Army. And then you have all this, also the different parties that have been divided. Will they all come and unite? All right? And remove conflict and enter into a culture of dialogue and reconciliation and create a new system, all right? And this is a serious problem, because what you are seeing is, what I hear is that even the drought in the area is affecting over 7.1 million people. and then something like 200,000 people are actually now really, in hunger. And this is not good. So when you have this kind of a number of these crises, the economic crisis, all right, the political crisis, all right, and the historical background that has not been resolved. In other words, from how the country has been going on for many years, will this new arrangement that the new constitution they are going to build, the economic reform they are going to do, dealing with all the crisis situation like the drought and everything, and the clan and all this, and the terrorism, will they handle it very well? It's a serious question. And my concern is that it's extremely important that they try to include the population, all the people, and try to get them out of the clan and all these other divisive divisions and conflicts, and to come up with this an approach where all of them will engage in actually making sure that Somalia becomes a peaceful, with a security, a country that is driven by a new approach rather than the approach that has always been affecting the country and dividing the people and making the country open to all kinds of internal and external interventions which have all complicated the life of the people of Somalia. That's my suggestion, my reflection on it.
We'll talk a little bit more about security across the country generally, but there have been a couple of issues when we think about Jubaland and Somaliland. The Prime Minister was voted as an MP for Kismayo, the commercial capital of
Yes.
Jubaland. And one of the things that he promised in a speech before the vote was that he was going to initiate dialogue with Somaliland. Can he achieve anything there?
Very interesting. Thank you for the question. You see, Jubaland, Kismayo was a semi-independent Somaliland. So what is very interesting is someone like him being now for the federal government, being the Prime Minister, and also getting the opportunity to actually engage all those states in the federal arrangement, those that were separate. You know, there's as you know, even the French Somaliland, the British Somaliland, the Italian Somaliland, all this even vary. You know, there's a lot of variations among them. No, that side plus the clan division plus the religion part, all come into a situation where the country has been very much divided. Because of this, a person like him being a prime minister is a good choice, to be honest with you. Because what it means is someone which is a semi-independent state like Jubaland, a person who was there elected had an experience there coming, might mean that he can draw some lessons from the linking Jubaland in the federal arrangement and saying to all the others also to see if they could come. And even in the selection, he's still trying to form a government. All right, he's the one who's going to select a lot that they will be approved by the parliaments, the lower and the upper part. But before they get approved, I think what he will do is he will have to select all of them. When he makes the selection, it may be that it is possible that he could be inclusive. By so doing, then maybe for the first time, Somalia might move from these divisions that have been going on since 1991 to a new situation where the various parts might come together and the federal arrangement might make sense. The federation has to not be based on clan, on divisions like that. You see the various divisions that I just mentioned to you. It must go beyond these divisions, the ethnic, the religion, all these other things have to come. There must be some arrangement where the federal arrangement is done in a very systematic way without creating a means of federation where language and religion and others that actually create more fracture rather than unity. Something like that is what I think I strongly recommend, that this new Barre, I think he may make a difference just because he's selected from Kismayo and from Jubaland, which is a from the part of the country that is in the federal arrangement that had a bit of separation. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. I wonder, you talked a little bit about some of the challenges that he faced in his previous leadership roles, but by being voted unanimously by all 220 members of Parliament, this must be a vote of confidence for him, and this maybe could make his job easier if he chooses the right cabinet.
Yes, I think the voting of the 220, I heard there was 275 parliamentarians, but the ones that attended when he was selected was the 220. And I heard the president, because he had a COVID problem and he was in the Middle East, that he wasn't there. Despite that, his absence, he supported him very strongly. And in Twitter he wrote, I saw, and I think what it means is the voting. What my reading of it is to inspire him. I think to say we would like you to come and we would like you to succeed. I think that motivation is what all the votes mean. That they did not. No one voted abstain. No one voted negatively. Everyone voted positively to him to come, which means it's an inspiration. It's more inspirational to him for him to achieve successfully a very good cabinet that he could set up, and then eventually try to bring the end this almost so many years from 1991 to now. All right, so many years of division. I think that opportunity now for him exists. Since they have supported him fully, he must not discourage them, and what they have done for him, he must remain very strongly active and contribute to empower the people, to serve the people, and not go for any challenges that always in Africa we have with the political leadership, which is corruption, many strange things that is happening in all parts of Africa. I think as a leadership quality that he should really draw from the support he gets is he should see it as a great inspiration for him to make a successful change. And this is a great opportunity for both the two leaders now, because the country has been going through many difficult times. If they now find a way, by including all the people and all the actors, all those that are in conflict, to come to reach a pattern of dialogue to make sure that the Somali difficulty can have ways to find solution, pathways. If they do that, this is an excellent opportunity that they are getting, and I think it's a positive. I see some positive developments that have come through this new change, and let's hope that Somalia will come to peace and security eventually.
All right, we're going to touch on Ethiopia just now, but perhaps a final question. Where there are winners, there are losers. What happens now to Mohammed Abdullahi Mohammed now that he's a former prime minister? Does he just melt into the background, or might he agitate?
No, but the good thing I saw about it is that Roble, the previous prime minister, who was also selected by the Farmajo, and then Farmajo, after he selected him, he also fired him. But now, the former prime minister supported now the new prime minister. He says, we will be there for you, we'll be together with you, and we will definitely support you. That's what he said. So if the important question now you're asking is very critical, is people can say these things, will they act on it? If what he says, he practices it, then excellent. Meaning the former prime minister supports the new prime minister. But if he's just saying it diplomatically and not acting on it, then it can be a challenge. But let's hope that since he formally said it publicly, let's hope that he doesn't change his mind. And let's hope that he supports the new prime minister. And let's hope that now the two have been selected, and it's not it's a formal selection, and it was properly done. Because of that, now all we need to know is to find out is whether they will really perform well and good and deliver. And if they do that, I think the people should be with them, and all the parliament and all the different, the judiciary and the legislative and all these bodies must be together with them. And even the former ones that are lost should not blame them.
Okay.
They should be with them. That's my suggestion.
All right. Our final thought takes us across the border to Ethiopia. And I just wonder what your thoughts are with the reports of more than 200 people, mostly ethnic Amhara, that were recently killed in an attack in the country's Oromia region. What's your reaction to these ethnic killings, and who do you think is behind them, and why?
Thank you very much for asking me this question. I was very shocked, actually, to tell you that for this massacre that happened in Wolega, one of the area where they were killed, the sub-regional governor said that he was instructed to actually, by the Oromo regional government, to actually do the murder. He said it. He openly said it. I mean, and this was reported yesterday, and I was shocked to hear that, which means that what we are now seeing is who is doing it? Why are they doing this ethnic cleansing? This is not just happening only on this one. You said 200. Now what I heard is it's over 2,000. That's what I heard. I was very shocked. And some of the images they sent us, I'm sincerely telling you, it's very scary. And why is this ethnic cleansing happening? The ethnic federal arrangement, this is exactly what we're discussing about Somalia. We should really remove the ethnic apartheid federal arrangement. No. Language, all right? Religion, other divisions must be stopped. And now the murder on the Amhara people, this is when the Tigray People's Liberation Front, when their first manifesto, the enemy they identified as the main one is Amhara people. So this murder has been going on over 30 years. We don't even know how many people have been killed, to be honest with you. Real study must be done to find out. And what I am just strongly saying to all of you, I think, is I just simply said that there should be a call for candlelight vigil, kind appeal to all humanity in the world to join. A candlelight vigil to value and cherish all the Amhara innocent children, mothers, sisters, brothers, and fathers that were cruelly massacred in the area of Ethiopia, especially in Wolega and in the different parts of the ethnic apartheid, Oromo and other areas. I think this must be stopped. In all areas, let's not kill each other ethnically. And I hope also all of you support this. And I think you should make also serious efforts to make sure that these ethnic divisions must stop. And what I'm simply suggesting is there should be no more killing. Let's now campaign in such a way globally to make sure that they stop killing anymore. The expectation, people are saying that they want to kill more of them. So let's stop.
Prof, I hope that
please do everything you can to support. Thank you.
We hope that certainly that people listen and take heed. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. Always appreciate your thoughts. Thanks, Professor. All right, that's Professor Mamo Muchi, Pan-African scholar at the Tswana University of Technology here in Pretoria.